Hey, good morning. David Hawk here, and today I'm making some of these pumpkins. Let me show you pumpkin boxes, and we're going to sell these in a show. So I just wanted to show you my process of how I do this. Now, I will say this is not 100% laser. I outline it with the laser, and then I actually cut these on or using a scroll saw, but you could use a jigsaw. You potentially could use the laser, although what I found was that in one of my boxes, I did try and cut these with a laser, and this is a cedar fence picket, by the way. They're about 6 inches wide, but what I found was when I was trying to go through it, it actually caught the nose on fire. So I think it cut the eyes and some of the mouth, but it didn't do the nose very good. And these teeth, I didn't do this one, but these teeth would definitely burn. So what you may do if you want to do it on the laser is run multiple passes at a lower speed so that it doesn't catch fire. But definitely if you're going to do it in the laser, stay with it because you're going to want to be there if it catches fire. You need to get that piece out. And it just smoldered. It wasn't like it caught a big fire or anything, but still it wasn't great. So I do it on a scroll saw now, but easy enough with a jigsaw, whatever. But I love the laser for laying it out because it gives me a great layout. So what I thought was I would share with you my process of getting it. So you can see last year I made these faces and I just pulled them into ChatGPT and I said I have these pumpkin faces for my boxes. So what you can do if you don't have these already, and I assume you probably don't, is just go online and look for pumpkin faces for boxes. And it'll give you these things. And then just copy those, pull them into ChatGPT, or just do a new prompt and tell it what you want, and it'll typically give it to you pretty good. So anyway, here's what I got. He gave me these three, and you can click the download button. It'll download them. I've already done that. And then I go over, I've got this. So what I do is I just grab it and I screen capture the image. So I've just got a single image. I was playing with this ghost earlier, by the way, and I did not like it. So I'm not doing that one, but I'll show you this one. So I did the screen capture, and what you get my face out of the way here. What you get is this. And from here, I need to get rid of this background and everything, but I'm going to do a kind of a unique way, I think. So I want to trace it. Save that. What that's going to give you, get rid of the image now. What that gives you is this. And now ungroup it. Select the box, get rid of that. It might have to release it too. So release it, and now you can just select that outside and get rid of it. Now you could use that if you wanted to just score it or whatever, you could use it, but it doesn't work great for doing the face. You can see this is really, it's just eyes, nose, and mouth. So that's really all I wanted out of that. But now what you have is this, and at what I find is a good size for these cedar pickets is 4.1 wide. And you can see it doesn't look great. So I actually stretch that a little bit. So I'm just pulling that one out so you can see it. Let me make that black so you can see it better. Well, come on. All right, so we got black. Hopefully you can see that better. So what I do is I just grab the eyes, I pull them up, and I think, I don't really like the size of that. Let's make those eyes a little bigger. And it looks like somehow I've got two. So now we're gonna come up. Yeah, for some reason it kind of doubled up. I'm get rid of that. But anyway, hey, it's your thing. You can do it however you want. I don't know why it's got two. I did something in there, I'm sure. And then I leave the mouth the same. Get rid of the second mouth. Let me see how wide this is. 4.8. So for this, I want that the same width. So 4.8. Now we'll center. Okay, I'll get it that way then. That, the nose. That nose looks straight. Nose looks pretty straight. Nice thing about these is they don't really have to be super detailed or anything. I mean, it's you're just going to run it on this box, and they're supposed to be a little crazy looking, wonky. So I group it. I want it overall, I want it 4.1. So once I've grouped it and clicked everything, there we go. That's the face. So now we've got the face. I'll run that. I actually run the score. Oh, settings. Let me go over here and get me out of the way again. Settings is, I'm running this on Xtool S1 40 watt, by the way. But my settings are power 50 and then speed 100. And that for a score. So it scores it, and it does a really good job at that speed. And I can see it, and then, like I say, I run it and cut it out with another saw. And then, of course, I glue it and nail them together. But that's it. That's my process for designing these, and really my process for building them. So if hopefully you like this, hopefully it helps you with something, gives you some ideas. You can get, ChatGPT will really give you some amazing faces. Let me show you some of these others just so you can kind of see. Because I used ChatGPT last year to come up with these. So it gave me that one. This one we just did again. I had already set that up, but as I got doing that, I thought this would be a good video to make. So this one I did just this morning. And then I've got this one. I like that one. That one looks really good. Well, you saw that's the box I showed you. And then this one for the scariest of them all. But anyway, hope that gives you some idea. And, well, you know what? Let me do that as an engrave so you can see it better. They look kind of cool, don't they? I really like them. And I like ChatGPT because you can run that and it doesn't, you can get something different out of it every time. And even if you do the same prompt, you'll likely get something a little different every time. So give that a try. If you feel free to snapshot these faces I've got and put them in and see what it'll do for you. But anyway, that's it. I won't keep you any longer. If you think this might be helpful to somebody, please share it with them. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up on it. And I'll talk to you in the next video. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.